Greetings to the body of the people. This man called Chris Dorsey. Making this video to update all the body of the people about what's going on here in Richmond, Virginia, especially regarding the General Assembly and the gun rally scheduled for January 20th of 2020. And I should change the way I refer to the event on January 20th because it's a gunless gun rally because of the treasonous and unconstitutional gun ban that was announced Wednesday by the individual calling themselves the governor, Ralph Blackface Northam, and this was upheld in court today. We're going to get into a number of things, especially the element that this is all a setup. From the very beginning, it was set up not just for years, but for decades. This exact date, that this is part of continuity of operations, and we've got a few things we're going to cover. We're going to cover the FBI DHS creation called the Base, which is an extension of something that is called Atomwaffen, which is nothing more than a FBI directed, honeypot that they use to create whatever kind of race war psyops or drag out its alleged members when feigning that there's some sort of terrorist threat. The state of emergency and who's behind that. I mentioned earlier that there was a emergency injunction filed by the Virginia Citizens Defense League and something called Gun Owners of America, which are controlled opposition groups that are all in on this. And of course, the Judge Joy, J-O-I, Taylor, rejected the emergency injunction, which would uphold the law, meaning that the people can have the right to bear arms on their property, which is the Virginia state capitol. But of course, we don't have that at all. And it was a waste of lawyers' fees. And if you're a member of the Virginia Citizens Defense League and the Gun Owners of America, the money that Philip Van Cleve and whoever runs Gun Owners of America didn't shove directly into their pocket. They shoved into the pocket of a lawyer who did seemingly not any good work and spent not even a whole day working a case, and it's thrown out of court. And that's what we were all waiting for. These are the lawsuits we need, and it's just wasted. So Brian Moran, Ralph Northam, Dick Saslaw, LeVar Stoney, William Smith, Eileen Filler-Korn, they're all pulling the strings on this stuff. So this base stuff, we'll get into that more, because that's a lot. They're getting their name from Al-Qaeda, which was a CIA creation, a Mossad creation, and Al-Qaeda allegedly carried out 9/11 when we know it was the Mossad and the CIA and the FBI and the DIA and every element of the United States government directed by the Israeli government, the Israeli Mossad. So we know that, and so we also know who's behind this gun grab here in Virginia. This is Mossad, this is United Nations, this is Federal Reserve Bank. So the bosses of all the, pawns that I mentioned before, Brian Moran, Dick Saslaw, LeVar Stoney, William Smith, Eileen Filler-Korn, they're acting on behalf of the Federal Reserve Bank, the Bank for International Settlements, the United Nations. This is part of the small arms grab of the United Nations, part of Agenda 21. This is all in accordance to continuity of operations and continuity of government, which has made the Constitution, according to this usurping government, obsolete. According to them, not according to us. Once the Constitution is abolished, when the lawmakers or the servants of the people, the legislatures, and all magistrates start acting in complete contradiction to its only purpose, to protect the God-given rights of the body of the people. So after that point, the government's already abolished, so I'm not really worried about lawsuits or bar association judges or lawyers or anything like that. But these guys are taking orders from Thomas Barkin, Michael Bloomberg, the FBI, the DHS, the United Nations, and above them the Mossad and the GRU and all the other foreign intelligence agencies, because everybody is working hand in glove together. So we'll bring in Philip Van Cleve and the Mossad. So, and then we'll get into the base. So, let's see. Sasha Baron Cohen. That's Borat. And Philip Van Cleve. And we'll see what comes up. Philip. So, Sacha Baron Cohen is a Mossad agent. And he also plays a character who is a Mossad agent. Not once, but twice. The Netflix series called The Spy. And, of course, Who is America, which was a Showtime series, and I think it was also BBC4. Here, you might be able to make this out. That's Philip Van Cleve and Sacha Baron Cohen, if you can see it. If not, I'll read this to you. Basically, this guy, Philip Van Cleve, was contacted by an Israeli security expert who was actually Sacha Baron Cohen, playing the character Aaron Morad. So basically, this guy Van Cleve goes on television. Allegedly, he says he knows that he's getting duped by a Mossad agent, and goes around making responsible gun owners look crazy. And that's what he did. That's what he did. And he's still in charge of the largest gun lobby in the state of Virginia, which is the most important state when it comes to the United States of America, and the militia clause of our Constitution, which is the basis of the Second Amendment. Our Article 1, Section 13 of Virginia Constitution is the basis and precursor of the Declaration of Rights and the Bill of Rights. And what Section 13 of Virginia Constitution, Article 1, is the basis for Amendment number 2. So you've got these guys who are actors on TV. You know, so they're compromised basically on a face level, but like what else is behind the scenes? We don't know. And you got to be an idiot to have a massive gun rally on Martin Luther King Day, and also after the legislature of Virginia has already passed all of the worst gun control and anti-Second Amendment laws. The legislation's already passed through this criminal body, which doesn't exist anymore and should not receive any credence. And the excuses that this legislature give are these mass shootings, like the one in Las Vegas or the one in Virginia Beach, and these are all staged by the government as pretext to take away your God-given rights. If they cannot take away your God-given rights just by saying that they want to take them away, they will create pretexts. They will create fake shootings hoax shootings, or the government will carry out through their own methods, and their countless methods, shootings just using government agents. And so that's a nice segue to, they're also using Charlottesville as an excuse for this martial law tactic. And we know that the Charlottesville riots were set up by the government, that Jason Kessler was working for the FBI, the Virginia State Police, and any number of different agencies, that Heather Heyer did not die, that was a police cruiser that ran into the crowd, among other things, and that these stage shootings are nothing but a creation of the so-called law enforcement agencies, which are nothing but treasonous gangs of criminals. So let's get to the base. And base, let's see, base, Virginia, FBI. Let's see if that gets us something here. Let's see, gun. That's so annoying. Let's see. FBI arrests 3 alleged members of a white supremacist group. Now, they allegedly arrested 1 for illegally entering this country from Canada, an alleged Canadian former military officer, and then 2 others, and they are just alleged to be attending this event on January 20th, maybe. So, who are these individuals? They seem to be unnamed. 1 seems to be pictured. Let's see. Do we see 2 of the suspects? Brian Lemley, 33, of Elkton, Maryland, and Newark, Delaware. He lives in 2 places, I guess. And William Bulbrough of Denton, Maryland. Okay. And the person... let's see. In addition, Lemley was charged with transporting a machine gun and disposing of a firearm and ammunition to an alien unlawfully present in the United States, who is a Canadian national named Patrick Matthews, 27, allegedly a main recruiter for the base. He was in possession. He was charged with being an alien in possession of a firearm and ammunition. So this is all stage setup. They're creating these fake scenarios, and this is FBI directed all the way. There is nothing called the base, just like there was no Al-Qaeda before U.S. and Israeli government intelligence agencies created it. So that's the same with this quote-unquote white supremacist group that's called the base as well. So, hey, be careful out there. Operate within the law and have faith in God, because you can't have faith in any of these ungodly institutions that are waging war against you. Thank you for watching. Peace and God bless.